my darling Fumi Nation, how are you? How are we? Guys, you have to forgive me for the next week or so. I came down with a horrible cold. Adrian brought it from school, and guess what? I got it. So my voice is a little bit coarse. I might be coughing and sneezing, but we are here. Are we not here? We are here. Darlings, I am smiling and waving to you from London. So we had the BAFTAs over the weekend, and it was rather interesting. But I want to address this first. We had our wonderful cousin, Michael B. Jordan, and Delroy Lindo, and we're presenting an award, yes? And then out of nowhere, in the background, somebody shouted the N word. Let me just say that the way Michael B. Jordan, most especially our wonderful Delroy Lindo, the way they composed themselves, it was class. It was such class, it was such prestige, it was such respect. Come to find out that one of the guests suffers from Tourette syndrome. He's an activist known as John Davison, and he was the one that shouted out this word. And so, like I said, the show went on. Alan Cumming, of whom, after this sordid, embarrassing moment, he came onto the stage and he thanked the attendees for understanding. And he explained that the Tourette syndrome activist John Davison had come out with this outburst. And as a matter of fact, he's there because there was a film, about him and about Tourette's. Here is my issue. They explained about Tourette's. But Alan, you did not explain that the N word is horrible. It's a horrible word used against blacks and brown people, and it has its history. I feel as if that we always have to take the high road, that we always have to be understanding, and that just rubbed me up the wrong way. That he came out there to say, oh, he has Tourette's, we have to appeal to him. Mr. Tourette's should not have been in the audience. He should have been in another room, because he could have said and done other things, and it's not fair to the guests to come out there in a different country because they're American and then be deflated like that. Then you don't acknowledge the N word. And you know what got me? Why didn't he say white trash? Why didn't he say that? How does he know that the N word is a bad word unless it's somebody saying it around him? Clock that. That's how I saw it. Why is it that he said that particular word? Why did he say it? Because somebody has said it around him. Because he knows that is bad. Because he knows it's just that he cannot help himself. So he said it out. Drop it down in the comments and tell me, Fumi being oversensitive, because I like to be honest. Alan, you should have explained what the N word was, so that you can validate all the blacks in that room to say that is uncalled for and we don't support it. But Mr. Tourette's, how did he know that that was not good? That was not a good word to say, because he saw black people and he has seen people that have identified black people like that. White people that have said that about black people, because white people would not say white trash, so he doesn't know to say it. I'm just calling it like it is. It's a hot what? It's a hot smoking mess, and I'm not buying it. And next time we have these kind of very sensitive films about people that have special needs, then let them be in a room. Let them not be in an audience. No, they don't have to be. If you know it's going to be uncomfortable for the whole majority. No, absolutely not. The majority wins. How about that? Moving along to much more pleasantries. Let us start, my darling. The fashion. Let us go into some fashion over here. Let us start with our beautiful Kylie Jenner. Kylie Jenner, darling, was wearing vintage Thierry Mugler, and she was there in support of none other than her wonderful future husband, Timothy Chalamet. And Timothy looked sharp. He was one of my favorites, and I lived and I loved him. I thought he was looking really lovely, really put together, and he looked very, very happy. He was in all black, he had his bow tie, and I thought he looked gorgeous. For the vintage Thierry Mugler that Kylie was wearing, it was okay. I felt that it was a bit too old for her. Let's call it what it is. I felt it was a bit too old for her, and it wasn't. I would have loved for her to wear something sexier because she's got these big boobs. It is what it is. And I think she played it down, and she played herself down because it's Timothy's moment. We have the Academy Awards next month. So I think she played it down because of that. But I still want her to come out here looking gorgeous. You can wear a beautiful halter neck figure hugging dress that doesn't show anything, and you'll look fabulous. This just looked very older girl. Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Multitasking out here in these streets. Alright, so we move along, yeah? Now, Michael B. Jordan was one of my favorites. As a matter of fact, let's call it all the way 100. He looked what? He looked sharp. Sharp. I wasn't sure what he was wearing. I suspect that it could be Prada. I'm not sure, but I live for the gray. You know, for me, I would have said, maybe not. But it was gorgeous. It was what? It was absolutely gorgeous, and I lived for it. I also loved what Mr. Delroy Lindo wore. Again, very clean, very sharp, very smart. That's how you go and show up and show out there, my darling. You know how I am with the bow tie, because you know our uncle out here looking flawless. The collar sharp, the bow tie, yummy. I lived and loved it. Then we have our royal couple. Yes, Prince William and Catherine, Princess of Wales. Catherine looked like a peach. I lived and loved the whimsical dress that she wore. She looked beautiful, and her hair. She's been blessed with hair. She has been what? She has been blessed with hair. That mane. That's the only way I can describe it. She was wearing Gucci. And I lived and loved Prince William's tuxedo. Well, you know how I live and love velvet. And I think they dressed together because the, will I say that deep purple velvet, she also had that deep purple velvet belt around her little waist. She looked gorgeous. Yum. Her diamonds, her smile. She will forever have that wonderful smile. And Prince William looked gorgeous. They look really, truly a beautiful couple. You saw that they were together, and I absolutely appreciated it. Go right ahead, my darling. Leonardo DiCaprio, sharp what? Sharp. I can't believe Leo is 50. Baby Leo. You know, when you're younger, and you know, I'm 20 and he's 14, you just look at them like, baby. And then all of a sudden, you know, he's in his 50s. And I'm like, how? Handsome, sharp, lived and loved. You look good. We also had Leomi Anderson. Leomi Anderson said, let me stop some heartbeats out here. Loved her makeup. Whoa! I'm going to try it, as a matter of fact. That deep cut crease, I'm going to try it. Leonie, you look gorgeous. You are a peach. You're what? You're a peach. She's a young girl, and you know, your life is ahead of you. I love your hair. I love the gloves. I liked the dress. I liked the fact that it was white. And it, you know, it just gave off this, you know, statuesque. The only thing I wasn't crazy about was the thingy in the middle, the ruffle in the middle. But she's such a model body slim that she could get away with it. You know, I thought it was quite fabulous. Then we had, my darling, Emma Stone, and Emma Stone was wearing custom Louis Vuitton. Because it was custom, that's why that chest was flawlessly perfect. She's got a small bust, and that lovely loop in the middle just gave me 70s glamour. Gorgeous. Would I wear it? I would wear it. What? I would wear it in white. It said everything. It was simple, and it just gave off elegance. It gave off elegance, and it really complimented her. That's the thing about custom. It compliments your figure. And she looked what? She looked gorgeous. Fumi was a winner. Hello, Fumi. Woo. Fumi is also expecting. Yes, yes, yes. Fumi, you look gorgeous. You look gorgeous with the tassels and that electric royal blue. You are queening. You are queening, mama. You are queening, queening. Congratulations to you. You looked absolutely gorgeous. Kerry Washington, and Kerry Washington wore Prada. The dress is beautiful. I actually have a skirt like that. Her makeup, love it. I think it was like a navy blue, this dress, and I think it was backless in the back. Also very exciting. I didn't care for the hair. The hair was a hot mess. I didn't know what this was. It was as if she got caught in the rain, and she said, well, I'm already here. I flew all the way from Los Angeles. I have to come onto the red carpet. I'll just sweep it to the side. And it was just giving 5 head. And I love 5 head. Don't get me wrong. I love that big, yummy 5 head. But this right here just looked as if the rain poured over her, and it didn't get to the makeup. It almost, but it didn't get to the makeup. The dress was beautiful. Because it was bejeweled, it did not need anything more. Do you hear me? It did not need anything more. I lived and I loved it. Then we had Chase Infinity, and she wore custom Louis Vuitton. I'm getting tired of this thing at the bottom. I'm getting tired of it. It's a hot mess. I didn't like it. I love the color. I love her figure. I love the bust. Love the makeup. The hair. Mwah! Her curl pattern, yummy. Complexion, gorgeous. I just did not like the fan. It looked as if somebody had lit a match and the dress curled up, and that was the final result. That's what it looked like to me. And of course, my darlings, you know that I'm not going to let you go without talking about our beautiful fashionista Tiana Taylor in Burberry. Why not, if not? You know what killed me? I saw the dress and I lived and loved it. I loved it. I said, baby girl, you are winning. Do you understand? This is your time. Take the entire 2026, just run with it. Everything you touch will turn to diamonds. She gave me Grace Jones. She gave me fashion. She gave me strength. She gave me confidence. And you know what I live and love? London is cold. As you can see, I've got a coat. She said, no, I'm not going to go out there showing myself. Get me a coat. Burberry said, say less. She did her hair, which I live and love. Tiana, come and do my hair for me, please. I would really love this look. You know what? Let me try. The coat was flawless. Check. I want to see you on all the cover of the magazines, my darling. You are yummy. I am living and loving for you. And I lived and loved the boots. When she walked and I saw the boots, I almost had a heart attack. I said, baby girl. And she has been giving. She wore a white dress afterwards.
Stealing everything. I'm stealing everything. Listen, I was like SpongeBob SquarePants on that set. You hear me? I said, I'm soaking all this up. When I tell you the level of masterclass, everywhere I turn, you turn and it's like Paul, you turn and it's Leo, you turn and it's Sean, you turn and it's Regina, you turn and it's Chase, you turn and it's Benicio. It's just everywhere you turn is just a whole lot of iconic shit happening, and it's just like, how can I walk away from this experience and not use all of this knowledge? I'm a student before anything. I'm a student.
And then Vogue invited her. She said, do you really want me to show up and show out? He said, well, I am in London. And she came out with this shaggy coat, of which I want and need in the worst way. So that's it, my darlings. That's it for the BAFTAs. Don't forget to like, to subscribe, hit the notification button, and I'll see you I'll see you sooner than later. All of my love. I beg your pardon. You must be asking, what am I wearing? Baby, this is old. I've had it for maybe about 10 years, and I live and I love it. It gives me some kind of zhuzh, and I bought this in H&M. it was cheap, it was on sale, and I just thought I can do something with it. And I just thought I'll wear it today. And then, you know, the makeup, Eloise Beauty and Juvia's Place, always. And yeah, things are happening. Things are happening. The bras are coming. Finally, they're coming. We're going to do a whole bunch of stuff. Come and start signing up. Come and start signing up at the website, my darlings. Come and start signing up. It's going to be fabulous. And I have to thank my husband. He was my financier. And God bless you, baby. When I tell you I live and love you, I love you. And Fumi Nation loves you. I share Ula, actually, with all of my sisters. And I'm so excited for what is coming. Okay? Mwah. I'll see you later. Love you.
Hi guys, my name is ENITAN, hair coach. I am UK's first ever hair coach and a trichologist. We are a team of trichologists and hair coaches here in W6 London, and we help those who are desperate and have tried and everything else has failed. We look after those who have chronic scalp concerns, flaky, itchy scalp that's been going on for many years. We help those that have hair loss that has progressed instead of improved, and we help those that just generally want to have a better understanding of better quality hair, length, volume, and reduce that dryness. Visit us by clicking